Judges chapter 21. The men of Israel had sworn in Mizpah that none of them would let his daughter marry a man from Benjamin. The people came to Beit El and stayed there before God till evening, crying out and weeping. They said, Adonai, why has this come about in Israel? Why should there be today in Israel one tribe missing? The next day the people got up early, built an altar, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. The people of Israel asked, Who among the tribe of Israel did not come up to assemble before Adonai? For they had made a great oath to put to death whoever didn't come up to Adonai at Mizpah. The people of Israel became sorry for Benjamin, their brother, and said, Today one tribe has been cut off from Israel. How are we going to obtain wives for those who remain alive, since we've sworn by Adonai that we won't let our daughters marry them? Then they asked who from the tribes of Israel had not come up to Adonai at Mizpah, and found that none had come from Yavesh Gilad to the camp where the assembly was, since when the people were counted, none of the inhabitants of Yavesh Gilad were found there. So the gathering sent 12,000 warriors there and ordered them, Go and put the people who live in Yavesh Gilad to death with the sword, including women and children. Completely destroy every man and every woman who has had sex with a man. Among the inhabitants of Yavesh Gilad, they found 400 young virgins who had not known a man by lying with him, and they brought them to the camp at Shiloh, which is in the land of Canaan. Then the whole gathering sent a message proclaiming peace to the people of Benjamin who were at the rock of Rimmon. So Benjamin returned at that time, and the people of Israel gave them the woman they had kept alive of the woman from Yavesh Gilad, but those weren't enough for them. The people were still sorry for Benjamin because Adonai had made a division among the tribes of Israel. The leaders of the assembly asked, What are we to do for those who still don't have wives, inasmuch as all the women of Benjamin have killed? They said, There has to be a way to help the survivors preserve Benjamin's inheritance, so that a tribe will not be eliminated from Israel. Yet we can't give them our daughters as wives. For the people of Israel had sworn, Cursed be whoever gives a wife to Benjamin. Then they said, Look, each year there's a festival in honor of Adonai at Shiloh, north of Beit El, on the east side of the road that goes up from Beit El to Shechem, and south of Livonah. They ordered the men of Benjamin, Go hide in the vineyards and keep watch. If the girls of Shiloh come out to do their dances, then come out of the vineyards, and each of you catch for himself a wife from the Shiloh girls, and go to the land of Benjamin. When their fathers or brothers come to complain to us, we will say to them, Give them as a personal favor to us, because we didn't take wives for each of them in battle. You didn't give them to them. That would have made you guilty of breaking your oath. So the men of Benjamin did this. They took wives from themselves from the girls who were dancing, as many as they needed. They carried them off, went back to the land of their inheritance, rebuilt the cities, and lived in them. The people of Israel then left that place. Each man returned to his tribe and family, and each man went out from there to the land he had inherited. At that time there was no king in Israel. A man simply did whatever he thought was right.